Hey Van, I am Paulina on the Finnish Path. Welcome to my year to come reading. I'm doing a reading for 2019. It is Midwinter Solstice today. It's the 22nd of December and it's also full moon right now. So happy joy for me. It's wonderful. This is one of the most important days in the whole year for me. I don't celebrate Christmas myself, but I do celebrate winter. So midwinter is really important to me. Also midsummer, obviously, the midsummer solstice in midsummer. But now it is midwinter solstice and it is time to take a peek at the coming year. And what I will do is I will draw a card for each coming month, starting with January. And then as time goes by, I will be drawing clarifiers for these cards that I draw now, because our future is not set in stone. So whatever the cards say now, the situation might be completely different, you know, like in November 2019, since we have been doing our decisions and choices and chosen perhaps a different path. So I will be drawing a clarifier for each coming month at the end of the previous month, all through the year. I've been actually doing that for 2018, and you can find all these readings both in my YouTube channel and in my blog. So if you are interested, or if you want to just check how well things were in sync for you in 2018, just check out my monthly readings in either my YouTube channel or in my blog. Okay, but now we will start, and I will be using my beautiful Pam's Vintage Tarot deck. This was the author for this deck is Irene from My Lucky Card, and I made an interview with this deck when I got this deck, so you can check that out in my blog, and there will be there is also a link there that will take you to the web shop where I bought this deck. I'm not an affiliate, so it doesn't do anything for me, but if you are interested in this deck, you can find it. You can find more information on Irene, on My Lucky Cards, and on the web shop where I bought this deck. So now the thing with 2019 is that the signifier for the whole year will be, or is, the Hanged Man. Yeah, I have made a separate post about the Hanged Man, just about this card, what this means for 2019. And now I will draw cards for all the months. One card per month. Just a minute, I'll tilt the camera down. Oh, by the way, I'm having some problems with my laptop that I'm using to record this. So if something happens and this freezes over, don't panic. I will notice and I will do a follow-up recording. So there might be a part 2 or even part 3 to this. And next week I should be getting a new laptop so that we don't have these problems. But here we go. I'll tilt the camera down. And here are my cards. This is a very big spread, 13 cards altogether. So you most probably won't see them all on the table properly here. There's not enough room for them all, but I will lift all the cards up so that you can see them all. Here we go. My deck is already pre-shuffled, so we are good to go. All right, now January. We have King of Swords, then February, the Hermit. Okay. March, Ace of Wands. In April, the Star. Ah, lovely. May, Eight of Wands. Right. Then June, Death. Don't worry, don't panic. Don't worry, don't panic. July, Queen of Cups. Always happy to see this lady. August, Two of Wands. Right. September, Ten of Swords, another disturbing looking card. October, King of Cups. We are getting cup royalty here. Okay. November, this is Ace of Pentacles. And then December 2019, Four of Pentacles. Okay, here we are. I will not be going into a lot of detail here because I will be going through each individual card once a month. For example, this January card, I will go into detail with this and draw a clarifier by the end of December, one of the last days of December. That's what I will be doing. And I will be doing the same thing for each card here. But really quickly, just looking at what we got. Let's see. Major Arcana cards. We have 1, 2, 3 Major Arcana cards here. So, and this was the signifier for the whole year. So this is going to be, since there are only 3 Major Arcana cards, 2019 will be a kind of practical year. It's not going to be devastating what is going to happen here, not even with the Death card. And we are getting the Major Arcana cards early on here, in February, April and June. So most of the, big events, gigantic life-altering, life lesson kind of events are happening early on in the year. And then we will settle down. Then looking at the other cards, let's see, Wands. We have 1, 2, 3 Wands. Wands are action. Action. Creativity, that's fire. Three cards there. Then Cups, which is emotion. We have 2 Cups. They are both on the latter half of the year. And these are both court cards. So these are about our own ability to manage our emotions. Then Swords, 1, 2 sword cards. There's a King and 10 of Swords. Yeah. Sorry, sword. I was left thinking about this. Swords are about intellect, about head. thought, also communication. We need to use our head, right, in January. And then in September, there is something we probably need to leave behind. Yeah, this is a culmination point right here in September. And then Pentacles. We have two Pentacles as well at the end of the year, November and December. Pentacles are about domestic life, home. The element is earth. This is quite balanced. There are 3 wands and everything else, all the other pips, we have 2 of them. So there's a lot of emphasis on doing, acting, activity. That's wands. But not that much, in fact. This is a very balanced spread altogether. But it seems to me that the beginning of the year is kind of heavier. This is where the whole year is made, because this is where we have the major arcana cards. We also have 2 wands here. This is Ace of Wands here, which is new kind of action, starting something new. And then there's the King of Swords in January, where we need to be, we need to use our head there. And then the latter part of the year is about domestic life more and emotion. So in a way, this spread is kind of, how shall I put it, top heavy, if you like. Starts off with a lot happening so that we can set up the year, the rest of the year. And here it's already plain sailing. And then, of course, there is the Hanged Man. Such an interesting major arcana card there. All right. Oh, this is nice. Okay, I'll tilt the camera up. There you are. Worried that I might tilt the laptop off the table. Here we are. Precarious. Okay. Wow. Those are our cards for 2019. And in about a week, I will dive into the January card, King of Swords, and what that means for our January. And I will also be drawing a clarifier to, this is kind of the main event, and then the clarifier will perhaps correct the situation a little if things have shifted between now and when I'm looking at January, a week from now. Okay. I will write this down in my blog, as I always do. And if you want to follow these readings, this is going to be once a month that I will be doing the reading, the clarifier for the next month. So if you want to follow that, you can very easily do that. All you have to do is add your email address in my blog, and you will be notified whenever I post anything new in my blog. Or indeed, if you prefer watching YouTube videos, then you can subscribe to my YouTube video by clicking this little icon, this little logo that appears on the lower right-hand side corner of the screen. Is it? Yes. lower right hand side corner of the screen by the end of this video. And this reading is something I also do for my clients. So if you have a big year coming, you know that something is going to change in your life, for example, in May, and you would want to know how your year is going to go from May onwards, then you can order this reading from my web shop, and we can start the reading from May and go from May 2019 to April 2020, if that is what you want. So we can start the reading at any time. But short and sweet, we weren't even cut off or anything. How wonderful is that? Great, I will write this down, and I hope to see you in a week when we dive into January. Okay, thank you for watching. Hey, hey.